I'm here today with my colleague, building performance specialist John Koenig, who wrote a fantastic article in February of 2020 on how to avoid scaffolding errors and, in turn, protect workers and reduce liability. We're going to have a discussion today about the importance of constructing scaffolding with the same level of care and attention that is given to the construction of the home itself. So, John, thanks for joining me.
My pleasure, Jenny.
So I know that some of the most common errors tend to differ between interior and exterior setups. So let's start with the interior. What are some offenses that you see most often?
Yeah, just in general, safety is something that, is sort of a crapshoot every day. It's a constant battle with different trades, different crews of different trades, and continually trying to maintain a safe work environment. Specifically regarding scaffolding, the interior scaffolding is primarily done by either trim carpenters or really drywallers, finishers, and hangers. And they're in and out quickly, and they take very little emphasis or put very little emphasis on a really, safe scaffolding setup like you would see for, say, a stucco contractor or a brick mason, because they're in and out, they're moving it around the house, and they're just putting the bare minimum. They're not having, usually you see a 2 or 3 in a vaulted 2-story space, you'll see 2 or 3 bucks with walkboards at the very top, and then no any kind of guardrails to the side. So these guys are, and then they're handling a large piece of material or reaching and taping and mudding. So it really is one of probably the most dangerous situations that occur during the construction of a home. Another quick area inside is over stairways. They're a real challenging area, and you see a lot of hand-built, just like a 2x6 with some stuck in through a window. And nice. I'm only going to be up there for a second, I'm only going to hang this 1 piece or 2 pieces of drywall. I'll be fine. But that's the one time where disaster could happen. So you really want to pay attention to detail through all aspects when it's regarding safety.
How about the exterior? What are some key offenses that you see there?
So exterior is, like I said, with brick masons, primarily stucco contractors. These guys are used to being up in the air, having to do several different layers, I guess, of construction. With a stucco contractor, they're not just applying stucco, but they're having to lath, they're having to put foam on a 1-coat system. They might even have to be taking some repairs in for siding guys, or I'm sorry, house wrap guys who didn't take care of penetrations. So they usually do better, but one of the big things is toe kicks. Toe kicks are a vertical toe board that is placed adjacent to or perpendicular to the walkboard that keeps all of the materials or the tools or equipment that they're using from falling off and possibly hitting someone below. They're generally needed at the very least at points of egress. So over garage doors is a big point where during the construction of the home, people are going in and out, other trades. But it's not a bad idea to have them everywhere. In big commercial multifamily buildings, particularly on the West Coast in California, you'll see setups with toe boards on every single linear foot of walkboard.
Nice.
And then also, as you go vertical, you want to tie that scaffolding off to the building. Sure. 1 buck is, or one set of scaffolding high can be stabilized, but when you start getting 2 and 3 bucks high, and you've got materials and workers, there's a really good possibility that the whole system could fall over and become unstable. So those 2 things are some of the biggest things we see overlooked when doing a scaffolding setup outside.
Yeah. But overall, are there any other important steps that you would recommend that crews take when erecting scaffolding to protect their people, whether it be inside or outside?
One thing that we see is done is you can tag your scaffolding. A particular trade will put signage that indicates that this is for their use only, or they'll also put signage to indicate that it's still being constructed, so that people know that, hey, I'm getting ready to get on something that maybe isn't safe or have all the components. Regarding safety in general, and especially life safety issues, I go on site and I tell these guys who sometimes roll their eyes at, oh, is this really that big of a deal? Well, we want you to go home to your families every day after work, and we want you to come back to work and finish the job.